Okay, from voting to counting and the final announcement, South Africa's 7th general election since the advent of multiracial democracy in 1994, where the South African President Cyril Ramaphosa badly weakened after presiding over the African National Congress Party, worst election result since the end of apartheid.
The election is taking place under different circumstances from past elections in the history of the country, with some describing the national and provincial elections as a watershed moment for South Africa. It is for political parties and independent candidates in the 9 provinces contesting the other 200 seats in the National Assembly. In total, 400 seats are for grabs in the National Assembly poll. A total of 1.6 million voters with special needs are expected to participate in the exercise, while 27 million citizens will vote in the main election on Wednesday.
The ACG EOM said it is only in a position to comment on the observation undertaken as at the time of making its preliminary report public, and will later publish a final report including the full analysis and recommendations to the IEC. The ACGOM said it may also make additional statements on election-related matters as at when it considered it appropriate. In the summary of its findings, the body noted a highly unprecedented competitive electoral environment, which it said occurred in the context of several economic challenges posed by the impact of the COVID-19 virus, which have impacted livelihoods and majority of the South African's population, particularly the youth. The mission stated in its report that special voting was conducted professionally, but the special votes that were cast through home visits posed risk to the security of IEC officials, particularly how the ballots were transported. Observer from the African Union, former President of Kenya, Uhuru Kenyatta, and former President of Nigeria, Goodluck Jonathan, commended the residents of the Rainbow Nation for their peaceful conduct.
Whatever problems may have been, I am sure it will come out in all the different reports that have been there, all the issues that have appeared. And we have confidence that the Electoral Commission will rectify these going forward.
We don't doubt the credibility of the Electoral Commission, and they will bring out the correct results for us.
Meanwhile, Yaga Africa Election Study and Observation Mission to the 2024 election in South Africa visited the office of the Women's Election Mechanism for Peace in Durban. Delegates spoke about women participation in the South African elections.
I was quite excited to see that there are women in different parts of the country who are monitoring the elections, especially from the aspects of peace, and then also monitoring to ensure that the process is not just peaceful, but it's also disability friendly.
We hope we learn from this when we go back home in Nigeria.
Report by the South African election body, IEC, says the exercise went on peacefully across the country. Ayodele Zubakun, TVC News, Johannesburg, South Africa.
Life is